What if the Great Pyramid was never meant to be a tomb? For centuries, that's what we were taught. The Great Pyramid of Giza, a colossal tomb for a forgotten king. Massive, mysterious, but explained. Or so we thought. Because when you look closer, the facts don't fit the story. No mummies were ever found inside. No funerary inscriptions. No treasure. No clear evidence of a burial at all. Just empty corridors, silent chambers, and questions carved into stone. The ancient builders left us no blueprints, no manuals, only a monument that defies logic, over 2.3 million stones, some weighing more than 70 tons, aligned with incredible precision to true north. Mathematical constants encoded in its dimensions pi, phi, and planetary ratios. How did they build it? Why such precision for a tomb? And why hide entire sections of the structure from view? For generations, scholars filled in the blanks with assumptions. It's symbolic. It's ceremonial. It's a coincidence. But real answers? Few. Uncomfortable. Avoided. And now new discoveries are forcing us to rethink everything. Because in 2018, for the first time, technology pierced what human eyes could not. And what it found was a doorway into the unknown. What secrets hide inside walls we thought were solid? In 2018, scientists turned the Great Pyramid into a laboratory. Using muon tomography, a technique that tracks subatomic particles from cosmic rays, they scanned the pyramid without drilling, without touching, without damaging a single stone. For the first time in history, they could see through 4,500 years of stone. And what they found was impossible to ignore. High above the known Grand Gallery, hidden in the heart of the structure, lay something unexpected, a massive void. At least 30 meters long, perfectly symmetrical, completely sealed off. No entrances. No markings. No way to reach it. This wasn't a crack. It wasn't a collapse. It was deliberate. A hidden space, intentionally built, intentionally concealed. Scientists called it the Big Void. The media called it a mystery. The Egyptian authorities? They called for silence. Speculation erupted. Was it a hidden temple? A lost burial chamber? A vault for forbidden knowledge? Or something even stranger? Because here's the unsettling truth: if the greatest monument of human history still hides rooms we never knew existed, what else have we missed? What else lies sealed just behind the walls we thought we understood? Are ancient temples still waiting to be found, just meters beyond our reach? For centuries, legends spoke of hidden rooms inside the Great Pyramid. Whispers of secret temples, lost scrolls, forgotten technologies. Myths? Maybe. But the discovery of the Big Void forced archaeologists to reconsider. Because hidden chambers aren't just storytelling, they are structural possibilities. One theory suggests the void isn't empty at all, that it contains a sealed sanctuary, perhaps holding religious artifacts, ritual devices, or ancient knowledge preserved for thousands of years. Not burial goods, not treasure, something deeper, a record of a civilization's true origins. Others propose the void was meant as a protective barrier, an architectural riddle designed to divert intruders, protect inner secrets, conceal forbidden knowledge from unworthy hands. A decoy? A safeguard? Or a message across time? In ancient Egyptian culture, hidden spaces carried deep symbolism. The Duat, the unseen realm. The secret chambers of Osiris. The doorways only the initiated could pass. The pyramid wasn't just a monument. It was a map of existence itself, from life to death to rebirth. And now, thanks to 21st century technology, we stand at the edge of these forgotten paths. Corridors built by hands we cannot name, for purposes we can barely imagine. Still untouched, still waiting. Maybe the greatest discoveries of the Great Pyramid aren't behind us. They're still ahead. Why are we forbidden from exploring the very heart of the pyramid? You would think a discovery like the Big Void would spark immediate exploration. Drills, robots, investigations, a global effort to unlock the secrets sealed inside. But that's not what happened. Instead, authorities moved quickly to shut the doors even tighter. Requests to probe the void? Denied. Suggestions to send micro-robots? Ignored. Calls for open research? Silenced. The Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities, instead of welcoming inquiry, declared the matter closed until further notice. No excavation. No cameras. No access. The message was clear: some parts of history are off-limits. Why? What are they protecting? Cultural heritage? Religious sensitivities? Or something more inconvenient? Throughout modern history, independent archaeologists who challenged the official narrative often faced visa denials, permit revocations, professional blacklisting, accusations of pseudoscience, not for fabricating evidence, but for asking forbidden questions. If the Great Pyramid holds ancient temples, unknown chambers, or lost technologies, who benefits from keeping them hidden? And what are we not supposed to find? The closer we get to the truth, the higher the walls seem to grow. Did ancient rulers bury knowledge, not just bodies, inside the pyramid? The Great Pyramid isn't just a tomb. It's a statement, a monument built to survive floods, wars, collapses, and time itself. But was its true purpose preservation or concealment? In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh wasn't just a king. He was the living embodiment of divine order, the intermediary between gods and men. And knowledge was power. Dangerous, sacred, restricted. Priests guarded sacred texts in hidden temples. Rituals were encrypted in symbols only the initiated could read. The general population was never meant to know. Secrets of healing, astronomy, energy, life and death itself. These weren't lost by accident. They were sealed away intentionally. The pyramid then may have been more than a royal tomb. It may have been a vault not for gold, but for forbidden truths. Ancient texts hint at this possibility. The House of Life, a legendary library said to hold cosmic knowledge. The Book of Thoth, a record of hidden wisdom so powerful it could grant mastery over heaven and earth. Where were these treasures kept? Some believe deep beneath the sands, deep within the pyramids, hidden, protected, until a time when humanity was ready or never. Maybe the greatest secrets weren't stolen from history. Maybe they were locked away by those who knew the dangers of letting them out. Did ancient civilizations possess technology we still can't understand? The official story paints the ancients as primitive. Simple tools, stone chisels, ropes and manpower. And yet, stones weighing up to 70 tons were lifted and placed with laser-like precision. Chambers aligned perfectly with celestial bodies. Mathematical constants encoded into architecture with no modern instruments. Coincidence? Or evidence of something more? Some researchers propose a radical theory that ancient civilizations, perhaps Egypt or those who came before, possessed advanced technologies now lost to history. Not laptops and satellites, but understanding of vibrational energies, geomagnetic fields, acoustic manipulation, stone softening or molecular alteration. Sound insane? Maybe. But indigenous legends across the world tell similar stories. Sound used to lift massive stones, light used to cut and shape rock, knowledge passed down from gods or star people, myths, or fragmented memories of a forgotten science. Inside the Great Pyramid, there are hints, strange resonant frequencies in the king's chamber, granite blocks that react to vibration, architectural alignments too precise for the tools we believe they had. If true, then the secrets hidden inside the pyramid aren't just historical relics. They could represent a different path of evolution, one we abandoned, one we forgot, one that was buried on purpose. Maybe we didn't invent everything. Maybe we are rediscovering what was already known and then lost. What if the Great Pyramid is far older than we've been told? Mainstream Egyptology tells us the Great Pyramid was built around 2500 BCE, commissioned by Pharaoh Khufu, constructed in just 20 years. A neat, tidy story. But the evidence tells another tale. First, the erosion. Geological studies showed that the Sphinx and potentially the base of the Great Pyramid bear signs of water damage. Heavy, prolonged rain. Rain that hasn't fallen on the Giza Plateau for over 8,000 years. How could structures built in the desert show signs of ancient floods? Then there's the precision. The Great Pyramid is aligned to true north to within 3/60ths of a degree. A level of accuracy difficult even with modern technology. Impossible with ropes and eyeballs. How did a primitive civilization achieve it? And finally, the missing evidence. For such a monumental project, no blueprints, no construction records, no murals or inscriptions clearly describing its creation. The pyramid just appears, fully formed, perfect, as if built by a culture already mastering techniques we barely comprehend. Some researchers propose a staggering possibility that the Great Pyramid wasn't built in Khufu's time. It was inherited, restored, repurposed, a relic from an earlier civilization long forgotten, one that fell into myth, then into silence. If the timeline is wrong, then everything we think we know about history could be built on sand. Why are modern technologies revealing secrets, but exploration keeps getting shut down? In the 21st century, we have tools the ancients could only dream of: ground-penetrating radar, 3D scanning, robotic explorers, advanced imaging using cosmic rays. With these technologies, we've mapped underground chambers, detected hidden voids, and glimpsed anomalies deep within ancient structures. The Great Pyramid was no exception. In 2017 to 2018, robotic probes were proposed to explore the newly found voids. Tiny, flexible machines able to slip through cracks and tunnels. No blasting, no damage, just observation. The perfect opportunity. But again, permissions were denied. Plans were delayed. Research was reviewed. And public announcements dried up. The biggest breakthrough in Egyptology in a century quietly buried under bureaucracy. Why? Why block the very discoveries that could rewrite history? Is it fear of damaging the monument? Fear of exposing errors in the official story? Or fear of something much deeper? Something that could challenge not just Egyptology, but the entire narrative of human civilization. Even private expeditions, funded independently, report sudden halts, mysterious permit cancellations. Investigations closed without explanation. Findings embargoed indefinitely. Maybe the real treasure hidden inside the Great Pyramid isn't gold or jewels. It's truth. And truth, it seems, is the most carefully guarded secret of all. Why do ancient civilizations everywhere speak of hidden gates to forbidden knowledge? Egypt isn't alone in whispering about secret doorways. Across the ancient world, legends and myths echo the same strange idea, that hidden gates guard forbidden wisdom. In Mesopotamia, the oldest civilization, they spoke of the Tablet of Destinies, a divine artifact kept behind locked gates, controlling the fates of gods and men. Only the initiated, only the chosen could approach it. In India, sacred texts describe the hidden cities, places beneath the earth where knowledge beyond human comprehension is stored, guarded by beings of light and shadow. In Mesoamerica, the Maya and Aztec believed in caves and pyramids that held portals to other realms where only priests could travel, where forbidden knowledge slept. Even in Christian tradition, the idea persists. The sealed gates of Eden, the hidden Ark of the Covenant, the lost keys to divine wisdom, different cultures, different eras, yet the same recurring theme, powerful knowledge hidden behind gates, protected from the unready. What if these myths aren't just metaphors? What if they're memories, faded recollections of an ancient system designed to lock away technologies, truths, and histories until humanity was ready to face them again? If ever, the gates may not be myth. They may be blueprints, maps leading to knowledge we've been taught to forget. What if the true treasure hidden in the Great Pyramid was never meant to be gold? When we think of ancient mysteries, we imagine treasure, gold, jewels, artifacts. But what if we've been looking for the wrong prize all along? The ancients may not have hidden riches. They may have hidden truth, a knowledge so profound, so disruptive that it had to be sealed away. Knowledge about human origins, lost civilizations, energy systems beyond our understanding, the true nature of consciousness and the cosmos. Imagine a civilization advanced enough to encode its greatest wisdom inside structures designed to last forever. Not fragile scrolls, not vulnerable artifacts, stone, mathematics, geometry, alignment with the very stars. A library you can walk inside, but only if you know how to read the signs. The Great Pyramid isn't a tomb. It's a message that waited for millennia, maybe for us, maybe for those after us, maybe for no one at all. And now we stand at the edge, tunnels unopened, secrets unclaimed, facing a final, haunting question. If the gates are still hidden, is it because we are not ready to walk through them?